Hi, you guys. Hello. Welcome to Nosy Bystanders Live. I'm your host, Chief Nosy Bystander. We got some news to get into first, okay? So, we're covering two unusual stories, right? Brianna Latruth, because I want to talk about that. I want to talk about Miss Brianna, okay? And the second thing I want to talk about is that voice recording from the Zkira Kemp story. So, we're going to get into that in the latter half. But first, let's go ahead and chew Mrs. Latruth out because I know some of y'all are like, oh, growth. She's growing. Okay, that's all fine, good, and dandy, but it shouldn't have took this long. Okay, after you smeared that man's name in the mud. So first, I want to get into I want to get into Brianna Latruth immediately. But let's see who's all up in the building. What's up, y'all? I see who who all up in here. Okay, let's go down the list. At least to the best of my ability. Okay. Hello Stephanie. Hello Nikki. Hello Rashida. Hello Jada. Hello Charity. Hello Super Cute Walker. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? This is from Sign Tiffany says, okay, early. It's not a 30-minute heads up. We laugh. What's up, YNV? Hello, Gorge Yara. How you doing today? Hello, Unicorn and Dimples. Hello, Chris. Hello, Sassy. Hello, V Hair Hargett. Hello, Lollipop. Hello, Latoya. How you doing today? Hello, Lee. Hello, Amber. Hello, Vapey. Hello, Pamela. Hello, Victoria. Whew. Let me get down the list. Hello, Triple Leo. Hello, Shan. Hello, D. Hello, Quinta. Hello, R Virgil. Hello, Chocolate Bay. Hello, Cammy on the go. This is me saying hello. Hello, Auntie Tonisha. Hello, Mrs. Chow. Hello, Tori. Hello, 10R79. That's so funny. In Cleveland, there's a radio station called Z1079. So I find that funny that that's your name. That's great. Hello. Hello, Jerica. How you doing today? This is from Statement 92 says, hey, everyone. Hello, Quinta. Hello, Ro Thomas. Hello, Brown Delight. Hello, Amber. Hello, Tori. Hello, Kittens. Never seen your Kittens touch. Ready. She is through. This is from, is it Gay? This is Gee. Hello. Hello, Desiree. I saw your Christmas tree. Beautiful. This is from Bianca. I'm sorry, Benicia says, hey, hey. Hello, Carnita, all the way from Facebook. Hello. Hello, Chandra. How you doing? Hello, Ruth. Hello, Sign Tiffany. Hello, Go Getter. Hello, Where's the Tea? Hello, Danny. Hello, April. April, you finally on time with your late self. April, don't you be the latest. Nice to see you here on time. What's up? What's up? Perfectly me. Hello, Yada. Yada says, hey, distant fam. Because we distant. We cousins on our daddy side. You know how like the daddy, y'all know how the daddy side is. You know how the daddy side is. We cousins on the daddy side. Okay. We, on the daddy side. Y'all got it. If you black, you got it. Okay. Hello, Katrina. Hello, Keisha. Hello, Courtney. Hello, Perfect Peace says, okay, but are we gonna talk about where you was going looking cute yesterday? I had a date yesterday. Let me tell you that. So side note, I had a date yesterday. It went great, but I threw up. And it's not because of the alcohol. There was no alcohol. We went to this Korean hot pot place. Did not agree with me. It lasted about a good 2 hours with his $200 bill check. So so I'm like, well, that was nice. But I threw it all up. It did not. Just thinking about it now makes me queasy. Yeah, I did immediately. I immediately. It was just like it did not. It was good going down, but I don't know. I don't know. He didn't get sick, so I don't know. Maybe it was something I ate, and I don't think we ate anything different because I like Korean food. So I don't know. So, oh no, Chiba, now. So let's get into Brianna's statement, okay? I'm gonna blow my screen up here for you a bit, and I'm gonna read the statement because, honey, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. Like, I at the beginning of this whole like Mr. and Mrs. Latruth saga, I did my best to give Brianna as much grace as she needed, but that thinned out really quickly when she admitted herself that she accosted him and dug all up in his pockets to get his personal private property. So the moment she said that out of her mouth, I immediately was like, I'm done with this girl. So let's get to her statement. That video of them that came out tussling was October 14th. Let's get to this video that's about 6 weeks, this apology that's about 6 weeks too late to Mr. Latruth, okay? And I'm going to start from the beginning. This from Mr. Truth says, you will always be my best friend. Hold on, let me blow it up so y'all can see it too. She says, you will always be my best friend no matter what. You were my first husband. Not her saying her first husband. Okay, well, we see she got plans. She said, you have so many we have so many memories together. I will never forget them. You are also the father of our baby girl, Amara. I hope I'm saying that right, who loves and adores you so much. Love doesn't fade away overnight. Love doesn't die overnight. I will always be his friend and his number one supporter, no matter what. I'm writing this message as part of my healing process, and I'm freeing myself from the negativity that transpired in October. This apology is not to go back on my truth, which she capitalized, because that still stands. No, it doesn't. It does not. It does not still stand, Brianna. It doesn't stand. You're a liar. That's it. That's all, like, so like that. There's nothing else. So this whole capitalizing my truth. Okay. Yeah. That and that lie detector test. Okay. Then she says, however, this apology is acknowledging my actions after the situation had been exposed. Because I publicly humiliated him, I'm going to publicly apologize to him and to us. You don't need to apologize to us. There is no us. You need to apologize to him. Stop trying to incorporate yourself and separate yourself from the apology that he deserved. You tried to destroy him and how he pays his bills. Then you tried to faith shame him because he stopped going to church. Then you tried to drag him to make him out to be a cheater with your little evidence, but all he was doing was having a FaceTime conversation with some random woman from the Bahamas, right? Somehow you got that footage. Weird. Okay, that's weird, and no one's questioning that. And that's the part that really grinds my gears. This apology is garbage. Okay, let's be for real. It's garbage. But we're gonna read it anyway. Then she tried to publish that, oh, he's cheating on me. Look at this. And it's just him having a FaceTime conversation with a random woman from the Bahamas that she, quote unquote, claims he had a X tape with, but didn't prove any of that. Then said it was on YouTube. Still didn't prove that. Let me just finish reading this mess. Then she says, I want to apologize to us. I was in the heat of the moment when I went live and exposed my marriage. No, you were in the heat of the moment when you were trying to destroy your husband's name. Let me just type that typo in there. Although I was upset with Robert, he didn't deserve for me to bash him and drag him the way that I did. There's the apology right there. I thought long and hard. You shouldn't have had to think any of that. You should have just produced an apology about this. And at this point, whether I'm right or wrong, you're wrong. Please, what does she say? People are going to give their opinions on the situation because I brought it to social media. That's right, Robert. I apologize for bashing you and dragging you through the mud and publicly humiliating you and us. No, you didn't humiliate yourself, because here's the thing about Brianna that people are failing to realize. She does this on a normal, regular basis. She's an embarrassment to herself. No, you're apologizing to him for embarrassing him. This is your normal act. This is your normal day-to-day life. So it's not an apology to herself. It's an apology to Mr. Latruth. Okay. She says, we both took things too far. No, you took things too far. And for that, I apologize. How are you going to apologize for him? We took things too far. No, you took things too far. And what he was trying to do as a content creator is to clean it up because of your wild, disgusting behavior. Crazy. This stuff. Okay, whatever. So then she goes on this. She says, this situation taught me a valuable lesson, which is what? It's funny how here, right, comma, taught me a valuable lesson, comma, here, there's no valuable lesson inserted. Where's the lesson? I'm confused. Did you forget to copy and paste that you stole from somebody else's social media page? The lessons they've learned in life. So missing lesson. Okay. And I pray that it taught many of you. She thinks that she's the poster child for lessons learned. She's got another thing coming. Okay. She's a whole nother thing coming. She continues, says, to never bring my marital issues to social media, because that's her lesson that she learned, to never bring her marital issues to social media. Thank God you did. Then we wouldn't realize how much of a terrible human being you are. My lesson is to never bring my marital issues to social media. No, your lesson should have been to go to therapy, Brianna. Let's be for real. She continues and she says, because whether you or your spouse decide to work it out, those images will always be there to tarnish your marriage. Girl, bye. I know many of you will I'm sorry, I know many of you will think this is coerced. I don't. I think it's a way to save your platform. But in order to heal properly, she had to have written this because of the grammatical errors. I need to address my wrongs in this matter. We both are broken individuals. No, you're broken. Who need to seek healing from our childhood and our traumas. We are taking time to heal as individuals so that we can be stronger than ever as healed individuals, not only for ourselves, but for our children, whether that's getting together or not. Awareness and acknowledgement is the first step in healing. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, as somebody who reads celebrity statements, public figure statements, social media, large content creator statements on a literal daily basis, this is to fix her marriage. I don't know if you guys figure that out or not. This is to fix her marriage. That's what it's for. That's exactly what it's for. I'm going to say this once because I've said it too many times. Miss Latruth. Now, I know you repost our videos because I see them. I see them. Okay. So I'm talking directly to you. And I know you're going to watch this video. Miss Latruth, I'm going to tell you this one more again. You need to leave her where you found her. And I think that's at AT&T where she was working selling iPhones and Androids. That's exactly where you need to leave her. You need to stop trying to make whatever that is, or this, I'm pointing this direction, whatever this is, work, because this woman is obviously a mental case. Okay. It's abundantly clear. It is abundantly clear. So let me continue reading her statement because it's just a pile of trash. Okay. She says, I am a human. Yes. She says, I am a human just like you. I don't know who you is. I don't know who you is. I'm assuming it's us. The practice of forgiveness is our most important contribution to the healing of the world. I want to say thank you to all the positive people who have sent nothing but prayers and positive messages, not picking either side, but being a positive light in the midst of darkness. Here we go again with these celebrities and narcissists using the internet to regulate their emotions. She said, thank you, you guys, for not picking a side. No, we should pick sides because that is the power of discernment. If you know anything, Brianna, since apparently you read the Bible on a daily basis, that is the power of discernment. Our discernment has told us that you are the aggressor and Mr. Latruth is the actual victim. And this 6-week-long apology that took forever should have come months ago. No one should be sending her prayers. Are you insane? Send her anything. This is and she continues. She says, hold on, where was I? Oh, here I am. She said, this apology is not to any bloggers or social media family, but for Robert and myself so I can continue my healing process. I am saying this publicly because I brought it here publicly. Robert Hampton, I wish you nothing but the best of success on your journey. I pray you can all understand my heart. And if not, it's okay. God does. And I'm freeing myself so I can truly be on the road to healing, peace, love, and joy. Respectfully, Brianna. Girl, bye. Let me get some of your comments because this statement already grosses me out. It immediately grosses me out. Let me get this is from Kershawn. What's up, Kershawn? It says, now, Chief, Chief, why you have been read all that BS if you were going to read it to us. Oh, well, child, I have to read it to you. This from YV says, should have ordered pork belly. I did yesterday. I think that's probably what made me sick. This from Quinn Candy says, that girl really gets on my nerves, period, child. She gets on my nerves. If you just joined us, this is the statement from Brianna Latruth apologizing to Mr. Latruth with a couple of anecdotes on the in between because she just somehow can't take responsibility for her own actions. This is from Jocelyn. What's up, Jocelyn? Says, sounds like a typical narcissist apology as it does. It didn't even start off with an apology. Talk about my healing journey. Girl, bye. This from Mrs. Chow says, it's a commentary after each line for me. This is from Doris. Doris says, it's the people that's holding her accountable that's making her feel that she did nothing wrong. Tasha K is what's really putting her out there. Yes. So if you guys didn't know, Tasha K wanted to do an interview with Brianna Latruth. Brianna declined that interview because obviously Tasha K is ripe. She's ripe full of controversy and scandal and lawsuits. So it's up to Brianna's discretion whether she wants to interview with someone or not. Apparently, Tasha K went ahead and made a few statements about Brianna, making it sound as though that they actually had a conversation together. So that's what this statement from Doris is from. Thank you very much, Doris. What's up, Tree? How you doing today? This from Donna. Donna says she's a mess, and that's the truth for real. Pamela says she learned nothing. She only spoke out because of Tasha K. Let me ask you guys this. Do you think that has something to do with Mr. Latruth? Do you think that has something to do with Mr. Latruth? I don't see Brianna and Mr. Latruth being on Tasha K's radar. That's what was strange about the whole thing. Remember, we're dealing with social media personalities. So we're not dealing with your regular mom and pops hanging out on Facebook. We're dealing with content creators at a higher level, right, than most of us know. So do you think that Mr. Latruth's publicist got Tasha K to reach out to Brianna? Because first, how would they even reach out to Brianna? Brianna doesn't publicize her publicist or her manager. So how would they even know to reach out to Brianna for an interview? And two, why all of a sudden she publishes this statement after Tasha K tried to interview her? I wonder if that had anything to do with Mr. Latruth. It probably did. If I had to bet my bottom dollar, it probably did have something to do with Mr. Latruth. I can almost bet it did. That he somehow I don't know. I just feel like it did. I don't know. I'm going with it. Y'all know me and my gut analysis. I'm going to go with that. Okay. This from Cassie. Cassie says, "Child, unmarried folks, stay commenting on married folks. The true victims are the ones who actually believe him." Oh, Cassie, you must be new here. Child, listen, ain't nobody listening to you. You old Baptist, and I'm gonna reserve the right to not call you an epithet because I want to. Okay. You old Baptist, finish the sentence. How do you know I'm unmarried? It be y'all for me. It be y'all who think that we're all unmarried, childless spinsters talking about married folks. Girl, if you don't get it. Girl. This is from Greer said, them church ladies must have got to her. I think so too. Said it's giving drugs. Joshi, yes. How you doing today, Brittany? This from Lucky Lady says, she losing money? Could be. It could be a lot of different things. What's up, Mandersley says, if anyone needs to send her anything, it's a recommendation for a good narcissist therapist. I recommend Dr. Ramani, if you ask me. This from Miss Mays said, Mrs. Latruth with his low self-esteem self will forgive and forget. They will be back together. I think so too. In my opinion. I think they'll be back together. That's just how it goes. This is from Go Get Us, says they professional at this point. They are. April says Tasha has nothing to talk about. Low hanging fruit. I don't got much to say about Tasha K. Every time I say something about Tasha K, her little winos show up, and I'm not interested in having to block and delete their comments because I do. I'm not going to argue with them. I'll just block and delete them. It's that simple. But Tasha K's, her audiences, they're vicious. They're vicious. You would think they would send her stuff to talk about. Y'all certainly send me a ton of stuff I can't even get through. This from Doris. Doris says, no, Brianna reached out to Tasha K. You think so? Brianna did a TikTok video and said she did not. But what did Tasha K say? Did Tasha K ever make a rebuttal after Brianna did that TikTok video that said that she didn't reach out to her? I wonder. Brown Delight says Tasha K said that she got so many people asking her to talk about Mr. and Mrs. Latruth. That makes sense, though. Okay, that makes sense, right? This from Tori. Hello, Kamiko. How you doing today? This from AOP says it was a subliminal shot Tasha K was throwing. Tasha K is good for that. This from Tori says Tasha K even a reliable source though? It's not her being the reliable source. It's the people who are feeding her the information who are the reliable sources. Tasha K is just the person who presents the evidence. So, are her sources reliable? Is a real question. I don't know. They weren't reliable in the Cardi B situation. But a lot of people, including the lead attorney, who I don't mess with, but including the lead attorney who went over the Tasha K case, which I don't even know if I want to believe his analysis on it. He said Tasha K actually had a case against Cardi B. It was that Tasha K had a bad attorney. That was his whole assessment about the whole thing. So maybe if we really dug into the Tasha K Cardi B situation, maybe Tasha K actually had receipts. Maybe it was just her crummy attorney that couldn't get her a win. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've only, when it came to the research of the Tasha K story, I only got as far as how the beef started. I never got to the court transcripts. So, but a lot of people, and a lot of winos and a lot of Barty gang, even Barty gang said, nah, Tasha K had the receipts in court, but she had a really bad attorney who didn't know how to present them properly. And that's how she lost. So even there's a ton of people who admit that Tasha K could have won her case with good legal counsel. This from Pepe. Oh, I'm saying that right. Says, just because someone's unmarried doesn't mean they can't have an opinion, and being married doesn't do anything but give you a tax break and a discount on your auto insurance. Exactly. 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 I don't know why. I don't know what it is about these married people who act like that casting lady who came into the comments and then left. They really do. They really grind my gears. They really do. They get to my stomach. They make me nauseated because they're always about, like, their whole life is circled around being married, and that's okay. But you don't have to project that on us. Like, oh, it's always you unmarried people with an opinion about married folks. I wish I could say what I really want to say, but I'm not trying to get demonetized, okay? But I'd give her a piece of my mind if she didn't leave. Coward. This from Dora says, on Mr. Latruth's sister's page, Tasha K said that Brianna's publicist reached out to her and said that they want to give her the first interview. Interesting. But that's what a publicist is supposed to do, though. Like, that's their role. Their role is to get you interviews in places. So maybe Brianna's publicist reached out to a bunch of big name bloggers to get Brianna an interview. And when Tasha K bit, like, yeah, I'll do the interview with Brianna. And her publicist got back to Brianna and was like, hey, I got an interview set up with you and Tasha K. And then Brianna was like, oh, ain't she messy? No. And Brianna has every right to reserve saying no to Tasha K. So I can believe that this statement can absolutely be true. That is the role of a publicist, right? To be, you're right. They're definitely not the person who wrote this garbage. This person who wrote this statement here on Brianna's page, that apology, full of grammatical errors. No way a publicist wrote that. No way a college grade publicist wrote that. So this definitely came from Brianna and maybe one of her church folks. But it is believable that Brianna's publicist did it without Brianna knowing, because that is the role of the publicist. So I can totally believe that and still give grace to Brianna for this instance here. Does that make sense? This from Unicorn Dimple says, Tasha K also said she was going to fly her out. She flies all her people out. I've known a few people who did interviews with Tasha K. She does fly them out. Yeah. On Frontier. Yeah, you're not flying in Tasha K's jet. I know. I don't know if she got a jet, but if she do, you're not flying in it. Okay. I'll tell you that much. You're not, Tasha K not breaking bread with you like that. Brianna says, why won't he just leave her alone before someone gets really hurt? Because he loves her. And it's understandable, you guys. Let's not act like we ain't never been in love and it was dangerous. Okay. Because he loves her. That's the only answer, and that should be the only answer that should be sufficient for most people. This from Desiree says, they'll be back on steps announcing their love. Girl, they're going to have another vow renewal. And then I'll be like, Mr. Latruth, he watches our content. So it's not like I'm making this message into the ether, hoping that Mr. Latruth, can hear it. He reposts our videos. Okay. Because I told you from October 4th, at least by October 18th, I was already supporting Mr. Latruth. I was like, oh, this girl's a nut. And I don't even know how he even got mixed up with all of this razzle dazzle. Does that make any sense? I don't know how he got mixed up with all of her garbage, but yeah. I've always been team Mr. Latruth. Day one. Day 4. This is from Pepe again. Oh no, I already read that. Sorry. This from Old School says, so Brianna's manager manages a lot of people. She also posts pics of Brianna as her manager. Okay. Okay. This is from Ashley says, I love Black people drama. What? Oh, girl, for a second I thought she was white. I think you just light skinned. So when I'm looking at your profile, when I'm looking at your profile picture, I just glanced at it. I glanced at it and then I read your I read your statement. When I glanced at it, I just briefly glanced at your profile picture that I read. So I had to go back and look. I was like, okay, this is from Ashley. Ashley says, I love Black people drama. Me too. I think this whole thing is just for views. Yes. I don't know what emoji this is because for some reason it didn't transcode the emoji, but I'm assuming it's a laughing emoji. I'm sorry about that. Girl, I thought you, girl, I didn't know your nationality for about 2.2 seconds. It was quick because I looked and you just looked white. And then I saw the swoop the doop, I saw you swoop and I saw the two-tone 27 piece. Because we know that's 27 piece. It's pretty. It's very pretty. But I saw the two-tone 27 piece. Immediately, everything snapped. I'm like, this is a Black woman. This is a Black woman. Okay. So I love Black people drama too. Okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to miss race you. It's from YMV. YMV says Tasha K has a horrible attorney. She did. According to most people, I have no idea who her attorney was, but I'm going to just go with the consensus and say that she had a really terrible attorney. She could have won her case, but she has personal relationship with Olga. Who is Olga? That's why she lost. I would have sued my attorney after losing that case. Yeah, for malpractice. Heck yeah. This is from Melinda. What's up, Melinda? Says, that said, Tasha K mad because Brianna would not do an interview with her and she doesn't like no one telling her no. Tasha K is a devil. Y'all now stop. I wouldn't call her the devil, but she definitely bites back. She does. Tasha K definitely bites back. This from Brittany. Brittany says, Chief Steph, what's up, Brittany? Says, when are you going to get back to the Core Jake story? When there's more information out about it. There's not much information out that I can personally release. There's not much out that I can release yet. So soon, but not very soon. This from Queen Candy says, marriage. Been there, done that. Ciao. This from Brown Delight says, remember Tasha K always says that she gets the receipts. She always submits them to her attorney through some portal to review. So she had something, but I saw attorneys on YouTube that said she had a poor attorney. I saw the same thing too, from a few attorneys, right? Not just the lead attorney, but also from the legal, that white guy, that real handsome white guy. So I saw it from a few attorneys that said, yeah, she had bad counsel. This from Tori. Tori says, we give these influencers too much power. I don't get why any of this is relevant. It just seems like typical toxicity. Maybe I missed something. It's relevant because we're a blogger and these people are running social media. So it's relevant to us because, they make up the bulk of our viewers. Our viewers want to watch it. We talk about, I didn't know who the Latruths were until, you guys brought it to my attention. So it's not giving them power. It's just discussing it because it's the trending topic of the week. Does that make sense? I hope I explained that to you. You said, LOL, Brianna has a master's degree. In what? Because it can't be English. It can't be. It can't be in journalism either. It's got to be in something crazy. Something crazy where it's not a whole lot of writing. It's got to be a science degree where it's not a whole lot of writing, because you need to go read this statement, Mary. You need to go read that statement and tell me how many grammatical errors you found, because, honey, I found too many, and it made it hurt my eye. I went cross-eyed trying to read it. Literally cross-eyed. Okay. This from Pamela says, Brianna declined because Tasha K would not meet her demands. What were her demands? Did Brianna list her demands? This from Doris. Hey, Doris says, no, Tasha K showed receipts that she talked to Brianna through the messages. Huh. So who's telling the truth is the real question. Who's telling the truth? Is it Brianna or is it Tasha K? I think they're both telling the truth, in my personal opinion. Someone's lying. Brianna does have a history of lying. Tasha K technically doesn't. Right? Tasha K technically does not have a history of lying because although she lost her case, according to other legal experts, Tasha K could have won her case, which would have proved that she was telling the truth. So, I don't know. Good question. Call Me Darling says, I don't understand why anyone would want to interview with her. If you don't accept the interview, they'll have hell to pay. Yeah, like that's what I don't get. If people don't accept the interview, they just don't accept the interview. Like me, I don't interview people. Sometimes I do. If I have to, sometimes I will, but I don't interview them on camera. Like interviewing is not a part of my platform. It is a part of a lot of other bloggers' platform, but it's not a part of my platform. My platform is to put the story together so it makes sense to you guys. So, but when I do interviews and people decline, I just move about my day. I don't get on my platform and bash them for not interviewing me. Like, so what? I'm gonna find evidence somehow. You will interview me, but I know your raggedy cousin will, and I know your messy baby mama will. So somebody gonna talk to me. You know what I mean? So I find different avenues to get information. Some people don't, and that's okay. That's their business. Some people get really emotionally hurt when people decline their interviews. I suppose that's okay. I don't think it is. But for me, I just like, if you don't interview me, I promise you, the world's not gonna end. I'm gonna find the information out either way. Again, my platform is not built on interviews or my access to interviews, so it doesn't matter to me if I get them or not. It just doesn't matter to me. This is from Sammy. What's up, Sammy? Said this is from Obi's World. I hope I'm saying that right. It said new bystander here. Hail to the chief. Oh, girl. Thank you. Said first time watching your live. You done got me caught up in the last 6 months of tea. My kind of news. Hey, look, we try to get through it really quick and really fast because we all got stuff to do. This is from Sammy Joe. What's up, Sammy? Says Steph, side note about Tasha K. Did you finish the legit 8-hour stream I sent you where she was bamboozled by Lovely T in them? Or am I off topic? No, you're right on topic because we were talking about Tasha K and Brianna Latruth. And apparently Brianna Latruth was supposed to do an interview with Tasha K, but declined it for her not meeting her demands. I don't know if that's a private jet or $10,000 for the interview, but no, you're right on time. So we're talking about Tasha K. No, I did not catch the full 8-hour stream, but I will catch it. I did only caught bits and pieces of it. I didn't realize that Tasha K in that interview, I guess I didn't get to, or that video, I guess I didn't get to the part where she was bamboozled by Lovely T. Interesting. Didn't realize she was, I guess I didn't get to that part yet. This is from Brittany Barnes. Brittany says, oh yeah, where's the Shanquilla story at? Because there are so much misinformation out there. We published the whole story from beginning to end here, right? And on our TV network. If you guys didn't know, we have an actual TV network called Nosy Bystanders TV. Okay. And we also have a website that you can catch it out. We started from beginning to end, and here I'll post it here. Our website, just take a screenshot of it and click on it. It's our actual website if you don't have a Roku TV. But if you have a Roku TV, download us on Roku. We are Nosy Bystanders TV. We literally have a TV network. I don't know if you guys know that or not. But yeah, so we published the whole story from Shanquilla Robinson from beginning to end. That whole episode is free to watch. So when you sign up, it's free. Just watch it. And you'll get right caught up to speed. This is, hold on, let me get to the next comment. Sorry, you guys. What's up, Tanya? How you doing today? This from YV says the likes ain't liking. Smash the likes ain't liking. You heard her. Or you heard him. I don't really know what your gender is, Y and V. Smash that like button. This from Letitia. What's up? How you doing today? This from Pamela. Pamela said Brianna didn't want to fly Spirit, wanted hotel accommodations provided and compensation. Oh, those are her demands. Tasha K didn't want them. Tasha K didn't want to give it to her. She didn't have to. You know, she didn't have to. At the same time, Brianna doesn't have to do the interview if those accommodations aren't met. It's that simple. You know what I mean? It's that simple. It is. Gosh, Tasha K could have took the hotel accommodations and the flight and just gave it to her in cash, right? If it's going to cost her about $2,500, just give it to her. Here's $2,500. Do the interview with me. I mean, that's my opinion. This is from Old School, said Tasha K did a Bigo last night and spilled everything. She's on Bigo? I didn't even know that. I didn't even know she was on that app. I had no idea. This from Sammy Joe. Sammy Joe says, LOL, my raggedy cousin will sell me out for a 6-pack of Budweiser. Some people do. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. Some people would. This from Doris. Doris says, no, Brianna didn't decline. They went to Tasha K. I know. I think you're probably a different portion of the video than we are. Yeah. So to me, it's ambiguous. It doesn't really matter. I think here's my thing. Here's my sentiments in the whole Tasha K Brianna interview. If Tasha K or Brianna, however they met, wanted to do an interview and Tasha K did not want to accommodate Brianna in the way that Brianna sees fit, and Brianna declined, Tasha K could have kept that to herself. She could have kept that to herself. The end. She didn't have to get on Bigo and get on Facebook or Tasha K Live. She could have just kept it to herself. It was just a lost interview. Move on to the next interview and tell your audience, like, hey, I did my best to try to sit down and talk to Tasha, to talk to us in the studio. She declined. So that's it. Move on to the next story. But to drag it out for all these days, it's just that's messy. That's just messy, And I understand Tasha K's platform is built on interviews. It is. It really is built on exclusive access to interviews, right? Not what it used to be, but now what it is now. But she should just let it go. Just let it go. She didn't want to interview you. Move on. Stop making videos. Just talk about something else, right? Because it's weird. It's just weird. I get in beefs with people all the time on the internet. If they talk about me, I really don't say much back. I do drag them a little, but I don't drag it all the way out because I don't be caring. I just don't be caring. You said, wait, she on Roku? Give us details. Who's on Roku? I am. Nosy by Standards TV is. This from Z Bradley said, Chief, did anyone ask you to check out the story of Jemiah McMillan, that 15-year-old that was shot in the head by the police? I meant to submit that to you. I think that's case, was that the boy in Colorado? He used to play the saxophone or flute or something like that, and he's autistic. Or the violin. He played the violin. I think that his family was already awarded a summary judgment for that from the city of, I think that was in Aurora. His family won a summary judgment for that. So we don't really cover closed cases. We don't really review old cases. We just talk about current and missing cases, right? Current deaths and missing cases. So I don't want to, and that's no detriment to Jahim McMillan. It's just that if he got justice, there's nothing else to talk about. Does that make sense? Right? His family got justice. It's wrong. It's bad. And I'm hoping that the city of Aurora, reconfigures how they something police. But if they got justice, then we don't talk about it. Right? You said, no, that's a different person. Now, who's that person? Then no, I didn't get that case then. Submit it in. Send it to us. This is from, Call Me Darling says Tasha K wouldn't do that. This is when the harassment starts. This is when the harassment starts when you decline. This is why she stays in trouble. Now, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize this was a thing for her, that she harasses people who doesn't want to sit down and do interviews with her. I had no idea. I thought she had a little bit more decorum about herself, that if the person declines the interview, just let it go. Just let it go. So that's my sentiments on Brianna. Brianna, last statement to Brianna before we move on to our next story. Brianna, this statement, garbage, delete it. It's dumb. Just apologize to your husband in private. You don't got to apologize to us. This is nothing more. This is nothing more than a, this is nothing more than a publicity stunt so you can save face, so you can actually look like a decent person. I don't know if it's triggered by Tasha K or whatnot, or if you're trying to find a way to get back with your husband by apologizing to him. I don't care what it is, delete it. It's bad. It's grammatically spelled bad. It's bad. Delete it. We don't care. Okay. You don't have a truth. You're nothing but a manipulative person who has an inability to regulate their emotions, and stop leaning on the internet to do it for you. First, you bashed your supporters and called them clowns, and now they're your prayer warriors. Girl, miss us with that. Miss Latruth, leave that girl alone. Okay, I know it's your first marriage. Leave her alone. Okay, you have beautiful children. Just take care of your kids. Let Brianna leave her to her own devices, and call it a day. Okay, so let's get to this next story that we're going to wrap up with this week until more information comes out. So this little gem right here is a voice message. So I have to lay the story out to you first before I play it. Okay. Or before I play it. I think it's right here. Before I play. I hate that this is flipped. It's so dumb. Before I play this audio. Okay. So if you have been following us, and if you at least saw the what's it called? If you at least saw the thumbnail of this video, we have been discussing the what the heck is it called? We have been discussing the Zkira Kemp story. Zkira Kemp is a 20-year-old who went from Texas to Maryland for a friend's birthday, and she didn't come back home. They got into an accident on July 8th around 2:30, 2:16 in the morning. And in that accident, her friends escaped the vehicle, but she did not. And subsequently, she burned to death. That is what happened to Zkira. When the medical examiner got her body and the police report was partially concluded, because it's not quite concluded yet, turns out Zkira was in the back seat. So now her mother has been on this sort of investigative crusade to figure out who was driving her daughter's car at the time of her accident. We're caught up? Good. So now that we know what kind of uphill battle Jolanda, Zkira's mom, is facing, her mother, roughly about a week later, goes out to the scene of the actually I'll play that first. Hold on one second. Her mother goes out to the scene of the accident, and she just kind of peruses it to see what was going on. And let me play that video for you here. One second. And then I'm going to get into that voice note. Okay. Hold on one moment. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Okay. This video I don't think it has any audio, but I'm going to play it. Okay. Oh, it does have audio.
I can't see that one. The car was out here.
Oh, right.
The car was right here.
Okay.
That was the car was right here. The back car was there.
Oh, the back was right there.
My husband said the motor was. There goes some of the car right there in the back of the car.
Oh.
My husband said the motor was. Is your husband here? Yes. He was in the car. He don't more than that. I don't. Well, we was here, but we was asleep at the time. But then
he came out.
The morning, the police was saying that I left him from work. But he know more. He know more. Oh, you left the stuff in my mouth. Y'all went on plastic. I just twisted some plastic. It's plastic. Oh, okay. It won't.
No, it's a thing they call. I just said the bottom of this stick in the ground. So that is a video of the tree that occurred. Lampo, we watched your interview yesterday. You did a fantastic job. And yes, another weird case. So, and thank you again. Shout out to the Lampo show. Please go follow her. She did a really great interview that you guys can check out on her page on Facebook or here on YouTube, that she sat down and interviewed Jolanda Kemp in this story. So this video is basically just kind of gives you the play-by-play of what the scene looked like, right? It gives you the play-by-play of what the scene looked like, where the mother had gone to the scene of the accident. Now, let's get into the interview the mother does. Let's get into the conversation, the kabuki theater conversation the mother has with one of the neighbors, and we're gonna have to go through this bit by bit. Okay, so let me pull it up. Hold on one second. I'm sharing my screen with you guys here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the same time. So the mother's at the scene and she talks to one of the neighbors, a male neighbor, and listen to the story the male neighbor says. Okay, and we're gonna go over it once it's done. We're not gonna play the full 3 minutes and 49 seconds. I'm just gonna play you the first minute and a half, okay? Because the rest is just repeated.
The big guy, he was a big guy. He came out and I said, do you know them? He said, that's my son got killed. And the other one, he got burned up. His son got burned up. And the girl and the boy, the other son went in the hospital. He went critical condition, and the girl, I think she got hurt too. Whatever like that. That's what I was told me. That was told me that he said his son got burned up. And I did not know that. I could not. He said his son. He said his son, and the other son went in the hospital. He said his son went in the hospital and everything, and the girl went, and she was hurt too. That he told me. And I asked his name when I'm like, he said, I felt so bad when I asked him. I said, do you know them? He said, yeah, they're my kids. They came up to visit me. Like they were 2 miles away. That he told me. And I did not know, He said his son died there? He said it was his son and the other son in the hospital. And his daughter went to it. That he said, that he told me. Yeah, that he told me. That he told me. That he told me. Then he.
Okay. So let me explain to you what you're hearing. So the mother is talking to the neighbor. The neighbor first, that she did not get recorded. The neighbor first approaches her and says, "Oh, did you also have an accident outside at this tree?" The mother said, "My daughter is the only accident that happened outside at this tree." You're very welcome, Lampo Show, outside at this tree. The neighbor then reiterates what this gentleman here, so don't forget, this is who we're talking about. So this is the story we're referring to. Let me pull up this goofy's image right now. Hold on one second. Okay, let me pull up this guy's picture. This is who this story is in reference to. So this gentleman here was at the scene of the accident a couple of days later, and tells the neighbor that it was actually his son who died in that fiery crash, and his other son was in critical condition, and a third person, who happens to be a girl, was also hurt in the accident. When Jolanda heard this, I think she was taken aback, and you could hear that. She said, "Wow, he said it was his son?" And the neighbor says, "Yes, he said it was his son." So the question is, right, take a step back. The question is, why did Mr. Addison say that? If you don't know who Mr. Addison is, I highly encourage you to watch our video from yesterday. But Mr. Addison is the adult who was hosting the children at his house for that birthday weekend from 4th of July to July 8th. He is the house the kids were all staying at. When Zkira died in the accident, he arrived at the scene, I want to say a day or two later, and talked to the neighbor and told the neighbor that the accident was his children and that his son had died in the car wreck. So the question is, why would he tell that weird, bizarre story? What was the purpose of that? What was the purpose of that? I believe when Jelana went to confront him about that bizarre tale from the neighbor, she had never talked to Mr. Addison again. Weird. So that's why the story becomes a weird mystery, because why would he say that? What would be the purpose of saying that? LaDonna said to get some handouts. Could be, but it's not like he could do a GoFundMe. It's not like he could fundraise, right? He just told the neighbor, but God only knows who else he could have told. Probably a false claim life insurance policy. But what would telling the name? I don't have any theory or hypothesis, you guys. So whatever you say, I'm gonna literally try to compute in my head 10 times as fast. But what would be the reason for that? How would he be able to get a death certificate? You got to have a death certificate for a life insurance policy. If he were going to do that, why would he do that? His son is lying. His son didn't even go. According to his son didn't even go. So that's what makes it even more strange. His son stated he said, I didn't go to that bowling. I didn't go bowling with them that night. I don't know why, you guys. I reached out to him. I did. I sent him a DM. I said I wanted to know myself. I haven't heard back from him yet. I'm curious what that is. Okay. You said it's not adding up. I'm stuck right here though. This is where I'm stuck at on Shauna's statement. Probably to claim a false life insurance policy. I'm gonna pin this because pin this and park it to the side because that I don't know, something about that clicks and I don't know how. This from Kayana says, and where is Zkira's body? She was buried. She was buried. This is from Obi says the fact that she feels he is connected to the police. Yeah. So I've been doing some digging. I haven't found anything yet, but I'm sure if I keep digging, I'll find something. But yeah, that's the mother's theory that she thinks he has a connection with the police. And that's why her daughter's investigation is kind of like faltered. She also believes allegedly that his son was in the car on that trip. I could believe that. I could. Do I have proof of it? No, but I could believe it. This from Tanya says, do you think the boys were injured and they're just trying to cover up their injuries? I don't know. Because what would telling the neighbor do? You know what I mean? Like, was his son driving the car? Or was his son in the car? I don't know. This is from Kayana says, it's like nobody, no evidence. She did receive her daughter's remains. She did. She received her daughter's remains. Y'all, I'm just about as lost as y'all. There's another internet mystery. This is about as mysterious as Shanquilla Robinson's case. It's just about as mysterious as that. And this from April says, and how did her body get dismembered? Her body wasn't dismembered. She was burned in a fire. The car crashed into the tree and was set ablaze. That's how her daughter died. And that is they took those remains to the coroner's office and then turned them over to the funeral home. That's what happened. This is from Bodala says, so was there someone else injured in the accident? Yes. So there was 2 people in the car, according to the police report. Okay. That's not allegedly, it's according to the police report. It was a kid by the name of Mike, which I'm not going to disclose his full name. And it was a girl by the name of Rhonda. They stated that Rhonda was in the car. It didn't say what position she was in, whether she was in the front seat or the back seat. And it listed Mike as the driver. That's according to the police report. You said coach. The only coach she was doing was getting those teenagers to lie. Child, allegedly. This from YMV says, do you think he lied so it wouldn't get back to Zkira's mom? Maybe the other people told him what happened and he doesn't want to be involved. Do I think he lied about what? Can you be a little more specific? This from Amanda says, something doesn't seem right. Why were a bunch of kids staying at his house? A party for a non-related child? Well, her daughter was going up there for her daughter's best friend's birthday, Rhonda. Rhonda's boyfriend is Mike, who is, I think, related to this man or his uncle or his nephew or just a old family friend. So they weren't related to him per se, but y'all know how y'all got them play uncles and play cousins. He probably was a play uncle. Does that make sense? This from Brenna Love says, it sounds like he's hiding something. They forced her to cremate her daughter's body. I'm beginning to think that wasn't her daughter and something else sinister is happening with her daughter. Well, I don't want to go down that pipeline yet. I'm not saying it's not true. But that would take a whole heap of people you understand what I mean? Like, that would take a whole heap of people for that to be the case, right? The question is, why did he say it? And what would the neighbor have to lie? Why would the neighbor lie? The neighbor described his truck and everything. He said, yeah, he told me he stays 2 miles up the road, that he has a beachfront house, not a beachfront house, that he has a farm style house, and he drives a black truck. The neighbor described it. He said he's really tall and really dark skinned. This right here. Okay. So I don't think the neighbor will lie because the neighbor got no reason to lie. I think the neighbor thinks it's on. He's like, oh, you also had somebody die here too? Wow, what a coincidence. Right? That's what the neighbor brought it up to her. So I don't know if I want to go down this pipeline because I don't know if I can prove that. Just say what I mean. That's a little much. This is from Juanita. Juanita says the son probably was in the car. They could be covering it up. I think he could have been allegedly. But the question is, even if he was in the car, the boy Mike and the girl Rhonda were taken to the ambulance. So if he was in the car, who took him? Where did he go? Right? Where did he go? Because they were pretty. Rhonda was in the car, but she didn't have a scratch on her. That's just by the grace of God, you know. Mike had a broken knee from what we can see from the images. I mean, it's possible there's a fourth person in the car who went out unscathed. But if he did, how come he didn't go with the ambulance? And why would the father say, I don't know, y'all, the mystery just deepens. This is from Amber. Amber says, it really makes no sense why he would lie. This is crazy. Why is he hiding? Well, tomorrow, Jelana Kemp is going to be on the North Carolina Beats. Okay, so we're going to give her some grace and North Carolina Beats, and we're going to watch that interview closely to make sure he does it right. Okay, and not like what he did to Shanquilla's case. So she will be on North Carolina Beats. Okay, and we just gonna keep our eyes close to him. Okay, I don't know how he got wind of the story, but good for him for using his platform to help this mom. Okay. So obviously we're going to be there in support of Jelana. We're going to let her get her story out. He has on Facebook, he's got a big platform, but on TikTok, you know, we're like 3 times as big as him, but that's not a here nor there. Okay. But she will be on North Carolina Beats tomorrow. I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it is 8 p.m. Eastern. But go to North Carolina Beats page and check it out and make sure you set your clocks to that. So there's no shade there. And I really want her to be able to go to all the bloggers and tell their story. I'm telling her story in this manner. He's going to tell his story by sitting down and interviewing her, just like the Lamppost show. She sat down and did an interview with the Lamppost show. And so everyone should be talking and sharing her story and making it go viral, just like we did Shanquilla Robinson, because both women deserve justice. Okay. So make sure you do that at the least bit. Don't do it for North Carolina Beats. Do it for Jelana. Does that make sense? And you heard it from me first. Okay. Even though he blocked us, make sure you share and support her in that storytelling that she's going to do tomorrow. She just needs prayers, you guys. Like, honestly, she does. If you just DM her on Instagram, you know, she really appreciates that, just to know that she's got like that moral support. I make sure I text her as much as I can when I'm not too busy and just let her know she's very brave and she's got this, right? She needs help and we're going to help her. I like to consider myself a half decent investigator. So and she can't do it alone. She needs your help. Okay. So make sure you watch her interview on North Carolina Beats tomorrow. And then we're going to be watching it too, I guess. I'm just kidding. We're going to watch the interview tomorrow. He blocked me, so I have to do it from a different page, but we'll watch the North Carolina Beats interview tomorrow so we can make sure we just spread out her message. We have 20,000 followers here on YouTube, 20,000 and 1. So we are definitely making sure we share her interview with him. This is from Alyssa. Alyssa says he lived 2 miles up the road, so maybe the son was in the car but wasn't hurt too seriously, and he called his dad and got picked up before the police, etc., came, and his father could be paying people off, but I believe that something sinister did happen to Zkira's body. The amount of inconsistencies, as well as making her get a lawyer to obtain photos by forcing her to cremate her child without even viewing the body, doesn't sound right to me. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't like I don't know. This is just like Shanquilla Robinson's case. I don't know. But like Shanquilla Robinson's story, we only know what we know. Okay? We only know what we know. So don't I know it's a new story. We're sinking our teeth into it. Okay? Hear me out. The story has just begun, but for the love of God, her mother is readily available to answer questions on Instagram. And I'll post her Instagram name here. Reach out to her before you disseminate any false information about her story. Okay. That's all. Before you go out there sharing weird articles and anything, before you send them to me, I'm going to fact check them with her first. So don't inundate her with a bunch of fake articles or anything crazy, but do not, I repeat, do not share misinformation in regards to her daughter's story, because you're not helping her get any close to justice. Okay. That's my disclaimer to you guys. So if you are going to be looking up articles, researching all the notable characters, starting off with this one right here, please, for the love of God, start off with, if you're going to be looking up anything, start off with this one and see if he has a connection to the police department in the area. This guy, that's where he lives, in Cheverly, Maryland. Okay. See if there's any connection. That's where you need to start. And for the love of God, send them to me. But before you go out sharing misinformation about her daughter's story, before you attempt to, just fact check it first. You guys have been a part of the Nosy Bystanders for a very, very, very long time. Y'all know how to fact check information. It's not really y'all. It'd be them looky loos on the outside looking in. Y'all know what y'all doing. But for the rest of y'all, if you're new here, please make sure you fact check your information first. Send it to us if you want us to fact check it. If it smells fake, it probably is. Okay. But we're going to start off with Addison C. Fair. Where does he come from? And who is he? Right? He's the real murder mystery. Okay. So we got to figure out who this guy is. What is his connection to Cleverly, Maryland? Does he have a connection? Is he rooted in the neighborhood? Was his son in the vehicle? Did his dad pick him up at the time of the accident? And why did he make that weird claim that his son died in the car wreck and not Zkira? Okay. Our show comes on every day, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Facebook. You can catch us on both platforms. It's simultaneous literally every single day, except days that I don't come on. They know. Ask the regular Nosy Bystanders. They know. Sometimes I'll be busy. Okay. But thank you, Brittany, for asking. So that is all that I have for you today. I'm your host, Chief Nosy Bystander, and we'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, here on YouTube and Facebook. Smash that like button on your way out if you got to do it when you came in. Don't be ignorant. I will talk to you guys later. Okay. Bye-bye.